Okay, so we are league videos done. While my brother's not home and I can still scream and yell, we're gonna start the high-low tournament that we did pretty well in yesterday or last night. Literally, very recent, like just last night. So yeah, we did the league video. It was fantastic. We're gonna upload it soon. Actually, literally, I'll probably do half of this tournament. So this is high-low, okay? And again, if you are out there and you just like it, I'm gonna be doing just as much league as poker. So if you don't like the poker, you should still put it on and watch it because it'll make you more intelligent. But if you don't like the poker, you can just skip the poker videos. I'm still gonna do a league video every single day, as long as my fucking, I guess if my brother's here, I'll just do quieter videos. But I like doing videos where I can be like, oh my, look, fucking Larry Stone is fucking idiot, complete garbage, just went in with. But yeah, so this is high-low poker. So if you didn't check out the video yesterday, you should. We won $130 with $5 with $5 buy-in. It's like $1,000. I don't know what the ROI is on that. So what is it? If you win $5 with 5, that's 100%. So if you win, we can do the math pretty easily. If you 2,000%, 2,500%, I think, something like that. So we had 2,500% ROI in that tournament because I only bought in once. All these tournaments are rebuys. So it's awesome that they're all rebuys, but it's also dangerous because you can, when the tournaments get a bit more expensive, do I have Poker Stars up? No, I don't. There's a really big, it's important that you pay attention to these tournaments right now because in like 4 days from now, starting April 5th, I am playing in pretty big buy-ins. I don't think there's anyone watching unless you're rich as fuck. Some pretty big buy-in tournaments, ranging from $100 to $200 buy-ins. And the reason that is actually really expensive is because, and this is actually a pretty sick value bet we get off on Larry Stone here. So they called us down, ace nine jack. We barreled with a jack. We barreled a turn and they actually hit trip threes. That's the actual worst player I've ever seen. But while we're getting into the intro of this, I want to set you up. So the reason these tournaments are so big is because they're re-entry tournaments. So they're actually, you can re-enter 3 times. So the $100 buy-in can cost you $400. The $200 buy-in can cost you $800. So they're, even if you're a fucking high roller, there's your big buy-in tournaments. You can win $4,000 or $5,000, including the series ending with 2 bounty tournaments with $50 on every person's head. So every person I knock out gets 50. Every person they knock out, it goes up to 75, 100, 125, 150. You're talking final tables. You can knock people out and get $500 just for knocking that person out. So the tournament yesterday was broken up into 2 parts because why does it say 847? Oh, that's throwing me the fuck off. Holy shit. I was like, 847. Okay, it's only 250. Tournament last night was Omaha. Omaha is just 4 cards. You have to use 2. Highest hand wins. Highest is in the best hand, right? If you have trips, if you have straight, flush. High-low is a little bit different. High-low, it's still Omaha. You get 4 cards. You have to use 2 cards. Okay? It's different because there's 2 pots most of the time. What the fuck does that mean? What are you talking about? I just think it's worst player. These people are worse than my fucking league teammates, dude. They are calling literally with fucking nothing. I think I was a little bit toxic. I might talk some shit. Hold on. Let me see if this question work. So high-low. Let's try to set a foundation. Again, we're going to be playing a fucking $150, $200 lines. It's going to be really exciting next week. Let's get you started. This is a $5 tournament that you can win fucking $200 for first place. Again, like, still, if you made $200 a day, you're making 60, 70K a year. Okay? Like, this is still actually significant money if you're good enough. I'm a absolute fucking sick, nasty Omaha and Omaha high-low player. Okay? So again, while we're in this intro phase, high-low. In order for there to be a low, right? So the high part of Omaha, high-low still is normal. It's best hand wins. The low part of Omaha, for there to even be a low, you still have to use 2 of your cards, just like in Omaha. But there has to be 5 unique cards between and including ace through 8. Right now, if we're looking at this board right now. Quiz time. Is there a possible low? No, there's not a fucking possible low. If I had okay, so what, first let's there's a lot of rolls. It's going to sound like hieroglyphics. an ace can count as a high and a low. That's why an ace is the best card in Omaha high-low, because it's obviously the strongest card at the high, but it's also the lowest card. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are lows. 9 through ace are also highs. Okay. Right now, is there a low? No, because you have to use 2 cards. So I would be using 5. Well, we're not going to ignore my hand. Right now, there's only a 5 and a 6 on the board. There has to be at least 3 cards on the board between and including ace through 8. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My hand right now would be a set of 5s. It would be the best possible hand because all these people are checking. Okay? So right now it would just be a high hand. That's why Omaha high-low is so weird. And it can either be a very profitable or a very dangerous game to play. Because if you pay attention and focus and study, you can make a lot of money off the people who have no fucking clue what's going on. But you can also be taken advantage of by experts like me. So yeah, the high-low is a crazy game. Again, right now there is no low. Again, we'll start skipping through some more fun hands. This is one of the weirdest tournaments I've ever played in. You can see. So right now, again, let's go through some hands here, right? So right now, there's a 4, a 5, and a 6. Is there a possible low? Yes. Any 2 cards that someone holds that are between an ace and an 8, including ace and 8, that aren't 4, 5, 6. That's the important part. My 5, 6 don't count as a low right now. Because right now I would have 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. You need 5 unique total cards. 8 or lower. Okay? Ace 3, 4, 5, 6 is a low. Ace 2, 4, 5, 6 is a better low. I got in a fucking, I wouldn't even want to call it a debate. There's like an argument I got in this professional poker player stream, who is a Hold'em player. He's not a high-low player, neither is his fucking chat, where they were trying to argue pretty much that, like, what would be an analogy, that my teammates in League of Legends are good. It's just the lowest is better. So an example, if this player had 2, 3, so ignore the ace. Say they had 2, 3, and this player had 2. No, that's a bad example. Say this player had 3, 7. Okay? So say it was 3, 7. They would have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're low, again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say this player had 2, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that was the debate in the chat. Does the 2, 8 win because it has a lower low? Or does the 3, 7 win because its highest high is lower? Let's go through that again. 3, 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 2, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Always the low. It's almost the weakest link argument. Your weakest card, the 8, ruins it for you. It doesn't matter that your 2 is lower than the 3. The 2, 8 would lose because the 3, 7 in total is lower. So it is the lower 5 cards win. Okay? We're going to get through these lessons. It's going to start to make sense. I'm telling you, this is fucking super profitable shit. I'm one of the best high-low / Omaha players in the world. Let's get through this. Okay. So let's see if there's any fucking fat-ass hands we get in PHAT fat. So again, a strategy you're going to see us play a lot is just like I'm not some tight ass fucking nit who sits here and plays a hand every hour. I play exactly like League in a different way. Instead of like in League, I play really aggressively. I play passively aggressively in poker. I limp and I'll call any raise and I'll go in any hand. Like I just play like a fucking stupid idiot. And it's like anyone who pots. So usually this would not be a good high-low hand. But we're pretty deep. You can see that there's only 50 that we have to put in. And we have a stack of 1175. And what that means is we have over 25 big blinds. So this is a big blind. So you can see the small blind, the button, the small blind, and the big blind. So when you have 25 big blinds, I'm calling fucking anything. Why? Because these idiots, when they pot like this, they're pretty much saying a deadly idiot is pretty much saying, I have aces and I'm going to commit no matter what. So I put in 275, and all I have to do is flop a hand that is at least 50-50 with aces or better, and they always commit. This is a really bad flop, so you have to pay attention. If this is Omaha, this isn't the worst because I can hit a 9, and I have a diamond blocker. But this is high-low, which means already someone has a low, which is half the pot, and then I would be playing for half the pot. So it makes high hands way more difficult to play. You can see they just pot. We have another good hand here. We have the ace 4, 7, 8. We'll see if anything happens here. We have a jam from them. Pretty fucking weak. Little bitch-ass play. Larry Stone, one of the worst players I've ever seen. Daily is one of the worst players. Everyone in all the tournaments I play are fucking awful. But that's why poker's so beautiful, because even though they're all so bad, so what do we flop here? If this was Omaha, my hand is okay. I have a diamond blocker. I have 2 pair with the 7 and the 8. This is actually a better hand in high-low, because not only do I have a diamond blocker 2 pair, I have an ace 4 low draw. Remember the quiz. Is there a possible low right now? No, there's only 2 low cards. You need at least 3. And they have to be unique. My 7 and my 8 do not count towards the low. I have a 4, which unique means there's not a duplicate. So I have a 4. There's no 4 there. An ace. There's no ace there. So I have ace 4, 7, 8. But there's only 4. Remember, you need 5 total low cards. So I have an 8. So even if this dude has the nut fucking flush, which is unlikely, I still have a draw to the low. So you never want to put yourself in a circumstance where it's like, welp, I'm drawing dead. That's the way. It's like in League. Oh, I have no chance of getting out of this, right? You don't want to put yourself in those positions, even though I probably do a lot. So that's why we're able to just pot here. Another reason we want to pot is we think our 2 pair is good here. And we don't want some fucking idiot with like ace 2 or ace 3, which are better low draws, to fucking get in there and try to take half our pot, remember? So we think we have the best high. Even if we don't have the best high, we have a chance at the low. And that's why we play super aggressively here. We pot and fucking bitch joy over here. Bitch joy, bitch joy. What are you going to do, motherfucker? They lay it down, and we are actually in pretty bad shape because they have the nut high. So the only reason we're 47% is because we can just hit a flat low, which we fucking need. And we hit the low. That's why we're up to 55%, because we have the low. We can't lose the low. But we have a chance of hitting a 7 or an 8 to scoop the high too. In this game, there's scooping, which is taking the whole pot. There's chopping, which is 50-50. And there's quartering and getting quartered. That's where someone gets 75% and someone gets 25%. Well, how the fuck would that happen? So if we both have ace 2 and the flop is 6, 7, 8. That's 5 low cards, right? Ace 2, 6, 7, 8. Well, we both have the same low. Well, what if they have a set of 8s and I have nothing? Well, they win the high, but then we split the low. Does that make sense? So you have half the pot, half the pot. They get the whole high, and then we chop the low part of the pot. So 25 and 75%. This is a really good hand. We have 8. We have a suited ace 3. Pretty much, if you're saying what's a good hand in high-low, you want wheel cards. What are wheel cards? Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. A hand you could almost say is to an average basic player, you would almost want to say a hand is not playable unless you have 2 wheel cards. Ace through 5, 2 of them. So ace 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that way you can hit the wheel and high-low is the most powerful hand. The wheel and high-low means that you have a straight ace 2, 3, 4, 5. That means you have obviously the best possible low, which is ace through 5, and then you also have a straight, which is a powerful hand in poker. We do flop 2 pair. What we do is I think we min bet here. We always want to try to pressure people. So this is going to be the big difference between me and other players. A lot of other players are going to play passively. Oh, I'm just going to check this flop and see what happens. I always want to keep my opponents on the defense. I want them to think they're behind. I want them to think they have to hit to beat me. When you check to someone in poker, you're pretty much saying you have a better hand than me. And I don't want them to ever think that. Even if they do have a better hand than me. I want to win the hands. I want, if right now, if I'm behind, I want to get to the turn and river for as cheap as possible by min betting. If I'm ahead, I'm getting value. If I'm in the middle, I'm getting value. I'm just always keeping them on their toes. So we bet 50 here, they call. It's a pretty okay turn. So again, do we have a low? Let's check. 3, 4, 5. There's 3 possible low cards. Do I have two unique... Did it unpause? Do I have two unique low cards also? No. Is there an ace on the board? No. So I have an ace. Is there a 3 on the board? Yeah. Not unique. Is there a 4 on the board? Yeah. Not unique. Right now I have a draw. If another low card hits, a 2, a 6, a 7, or an 8, I have a low. Right now I don't. But I have a draw. That's all Omaha is draws. It literally is. You very rarely have the best possible hand. It's all about draws, okay? Let's see what happens here. We got Joy. What's Joy up to? Joy fucking hanging out. Joy bets the turn. I can't call. So what Joy had right there is the Joy had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a pretty shitty low, but I was drawing to a chop. So you never want to get involved in circumstances like that. All right, let's see what happens next. We'll try to skip to some more entertainment. Oh, whoa. That's a pretty fucking hand. You see that fucking hand? That is very, that is probably one of the best possible hands you can get in high-low. So we have ace, 3, 5, double suited. Another big role with this game is your hand you can, like, divide. So, say an ace hits on this. So say it becomes ace and ace. What would happen is my high hand would be ace, quads, right? So I would use my 2 aces for my high hand. For my low hand, it would be 6, 4, ace, and I would use 3, 5. So that's another really interesting aspect of this game. You're not forced to use the same 2 cards for both scenarios. You can take 2 of your cards, and obviously the game does it automatically for you. I can take my 2 aces and be like, here's my high, and I can take my 3, 5 and be like, here's my low. So it's really cool. It's just something to think about. We popped this because we have aces with an ace 3 low, which the only low draw that would beat us. Again, we don't have a low. Why don't you have a low? There's so many low cards there. You need to at least have 3 from the board. Remember, I'm forced to use 2 cards from my hand. So right now I can only use ace 3 for my low. So right now I have ace 3, 4, 6. But it's a very good low because the only low draw that beats me is ace 2, which is unlikely because I have 2 of the aces and they're in the big blind. It's not like they limped or chose to come into the pot. They were forced into the pot. So it's very unlikely they have ace 2, so we take down the pot. Massive. Just a little 100 chip pot. All right, let's see what else we got. 3-3 King Jack. We're playing it because we're complete fucking garbage. We're playing that because we're trash. We're playing, dude. I'm realizing we're playing a little bit too loose. What is playing too loose? You're playing too many hands. You got to tighten up a little bit here, Gibson. I don't know if you're going to make your way through the fucking hand. Oh, this is a fucking heartbreaker right here. Okay. So I see a green emblem on someone. What does that mean, everybody? That means they're a complete fucking idiot caller. So what do we have here? Do we have a low? No, we don't have a fucking low. Ace, 4, 8. 3 low cards. There is a possible low. 4, counterfeited. That means our 4 doesn't count towards our low. Ace, counterfeited. Doesn't count towards our low, but we do have a 7. So we have a low draw. It's not the best, but we do have 2 pair also. So I'm telling myself, okay, I probably have the best high. I have 2 pair. And I have a 7 low draw, which is still decent. So I min bet out. Idiot green calls. We turn a straight draw also. 7, 9, 7, 9, 8, or 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have a straight draw. We min bet again. Again, I'm assuming I've calculated that my ace 4 is the best high with a 7 low. Bitch Joy over there gets out of the hand. And a 5 of spades hits. Kind of awkward because you can have a flush now. But I still have ace 4, 5, 7, 8. So I have a low now. You can see it right here. And I still have 2 pair. So yeah, you can always check the right side of the screen if you're like, fuck, what the shit do you have? That's exactly, it tells you your high and your low. We min bet again for value, and this complete fucking degen calls. They just had a better hand than us. They had, let's check real quick. So again, we'll be very slow at the beginning so you can start to learn some hands and what they mean. They have ace 5, so they hit a higher 2 pair. I have ace 4. They hit a higher 2 pair, and they have a 3, 4, 5, 8 ace for their low. So a little bit unlucky. Obviously, I'd rather have their hand because I only have ace 4. They have a 3, 5, 7. So they can hit a straight with a 6 or a 2. But whatever. It was decent. Not too bad. Let's see what else happens. Hands are on a break. We'll skip 5 minutes. Fuck, I'm going to have to break this shit up into 3 parts. I think I might. Damn, dude, this is intense. I don't know if I can go for fucking however many hours. So such a pretty hand in high-low. Like, in Omaha, this hand's okay. The reason in Omaha it's not amazing is because in Omaha, that just higher cards win more often. If you have someone who has ace 10 jack queen, it's going to beat ace 2 8 6 more often, because if we both hit, if I hit a 6 and you hit a 10, you're going to win. Do you know what I'm saying? So the chances of us hitting our cards are the same, but when they hit their cards, they're more powerful than when I hit my cards. You don't see that at the top. I'm not 90 out of 90. Fuck that. So really pretty hand in high-low, because low cards are better in high-low, because I can hit lows and then also have a chance of winning the high. Does that make sense? So super pretty hand pre-flop, and we get completely fucking gutted. What do you mean? Why is this not a good hand? My high is a pair of aces with a 8 kicker. That isn't even that good in hold'em. If this was a hold'em hand, I wouldn't be in that good of shape. High-low, I have a 2-6 draw. So what beats me for the low? 2-3, 2-5, 3-5, and then a 2-6 would draw me. So my low is shit, my high is shit. We check fold this, and there's 2 hearts. But we're running pretty low on chips. We only have 250 chips right now. We check it. We're going to go ahead and just skip through that, see what our next hand is. Fold that. Another pretty fucking hand. You can see, dude, we are such grinders. There's so many people out there, all in, all in, all in. I have 5 big blinds. I'm like, fuck that, bro. I'm getting through this, okay? What do we have? What do we have? Again, this is going to be a very introductory video as they go on, as you start to learn. Hopefully your fucking brains expand. We're going to jump a little bit quicker through this shit. First high-low video. What do we have? Our high is ace king. That's all we have for a high right now. Ace king. And hold'em, not bad. For a low, we do have the ace 2 draw. Is there a possible low right now? No, there's only 2 low cards in the middle. 6, 8. But any 7, any 3, any 4, any 5, any 6, any 7. Did I say that? No. I would have the nut low. So for just a min bet, for just 60 chips, I have a chance at winning half the pot. That's obviously worth it, because if they call 2, that's 3. That's already 225 chips. 255 chips I could win right now. So what do we have now? Do we have a low? Yes! 3, 6, 8 are 3 low cards in the center. Do I have 2 unique cards? Bitch, I got 3 unique cards. I got ace 2, 5. Okay? So we have the nut low. This player bets. Probably Larry Stone. Okay, Larry Stone folds. We're all in because we have the nut low. We'll see what everyone has here on the river. For a high, we don't have a high. We have ace king high. We're never going to win a high with ace king. Our low is ace 2. Oh, I need more coffee. Okay, let's analyze the hand. Analyze! Oh, fuck! Okay. So, what's going on here? They both had high hands. This person does not have a low. 3, 6, 7, 8. This, you can't count 7 twice. Remember, you need 5 unique low cards. 3, 6, 8, 7. They only have 4, but they do have a high hand. They have queen, 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 3, 3. They have a full house. Queens full of 7, or full of 3s. Remember, you have to use 2 cards. They can't say queen, 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 7, 7. They have to use 2. They use a queen and a 3. This player is using both their 8s, so they were actually dominating this player. They had trips already. This player had to hit running queen 3 to beat them, or queen 3. So they don't have a low either. 2, 3, 6, 8. 4 unique lows. That's not enough. Okay, so we have half the pot. We take it down. We take down the low. Okay, so not bad. We're back to 450. We're back to 89th out of 90 people. Another good hand. We have ace 3 for a low and a 9-9 for a high. Again, it's not the worst hand I've seen. We're going to just skip to the flop. Already, I can tell you that this is going to be awful. Why is this awful? There's 1 low card. I would need 2 more low cards to get a low. And a pair of 9s on a king 10 board? Get me the fuck out of there, bro. Or person, player. I don't know if bro's too, assuming. This hand, kind of shitty. We have a flush draw, but there's a 2-5. Why does high-low diminish the value of high hands? If this was just Omaha high, I'm calling to hit a flush to win just a high pot, which is fine in Omaha. In high-low, I'm literally calling here to win half the pot. That literally cuts the amount that you should risk, your profit, rather, by half. Oh, you're risking this to win $1,000. Oh, you're risking this to win $500. Well, obviously it's going to be less worth it. A lot less worth it, right? So whatever, we're going to get out of there. We're so fucking low. 150 chips. We limp again. Look at our chip stack. We got 90 chips. We have a straight. And someone bets the diamond, so we fold, dude. We from 90 fucking chips. I gotta take a fucking screenshot of this fucking bitch ass motherfucker. Screenshot that, put that in paint. You already know. It's fucking tricking me out that's my that's my, I keep thinking it's my fucking screen, but it's a video in it because it's my fucking desktop and shit. We're gonna go ahead and skip through this again. This will probably be 3 parts if that's okay. I don't give a shit. So just, you can skip my poker videos. We'll do a league video after. I just want to make sure I get at least a third of this done. So we literally have one big blind. We do commit here. Why do you commit here? Because, so there's a thing called being pot committed. It means that you have so many chips in the pot. Right now it's 10 chips to win over 400 chips. I have to call. I don't even have a choice. Doesn't matter how bad my hand is. We do have a draw. What draw do we have? We have a 2, 4, 8, ace. So there's 4 unique low cards. Any other low card that's not a 2 or a 4, an ace or an 8. So a 3, 5, 6, 7, we do get half the pot here, which is completely fine. I'm pretty sure we drill half the pot. We do. We drill half the pot. You can see they were playing a completely high hand. All right. So we win the low. We're back up to 170 chips. We limp again. We flop absolutely fucking trash. We did not limp that one because it was 4, 10, jack, queen. That's a purely high hand. This hand we're probably going to call. We have a 2, 3, 5. Again, in high, low hands are just better. They're statistically better. So I have 2, 3, 5. I have 3 low cards. That's a lot I can hit. I think this G factor is going to turn into a complete fucking imbecile and probably raise here. Probably going to raise here. G factor, complete fucking... Oh, no, they didn't. Did they raise? No, I just have 55 chips. So again, this is being pot committed. I have a literal pair of 2s. But I also have a 3, 5 low draw. Remember, 2, 3, 5, 8. That is my current low draw. You need 5. So we did have a pair of 2s on a 2-8-8 board. We're probably not the best high, but I'm pot committed. We get the fucking second nut low. What does that mean? Ace, 2, 3. No, fuck, I'm drunk. Ace, 2, 3, 5, 8. The only low that beats me would be ace, 2, 3, 4. 8. Does that make sense? That's the only low that beats me. We have the second nut low. We're probably going to be taking down half the pot again. Again, I know this is intro shit. We still have a long way to fucking go in this video, but I want to make sure that you get at least a basic understanding of what's going on. It's a complicated game, but it's a wonderful game. And when I am playing, and when there is a video of me winning the $150 high-low tournament for $4,000, and it's really exciting, I want you to go, oh, I do have a kind of an idea of what's going on, okay? A big tournament series coming up next week. The poker will probably go down a little bit after that. Again, I'm trying to build everyone's education up so you at least have an idea of what's going on when I win fucking 10 grand next fucking week, okay? I want you to be hyped up and ready, and then we'll fucking... Fuck, I can't go to Vegas this summer, though, because of the fucking virus. Shit. Next summer. We'll go next summer. We'll win a bracelet. But yeah. And again, it's just a fun game. This is a really fun game. It can be just like League. Just like you spend 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks on skins in League, you can spend $5 in a fucking tournament. If you're 21 or older. And you probably don't have access to PokerStars, but it sucks. But there's a lot of poker sites. Again, if you're interested in anything, comment down below. Oh, what happened in this hand? Oh, why did you do this? What's your strategy here? Comment down below. Oh, how can this improve my life skills? I'll fucking tell you, okay? All right. So, really pretty hand. We're probably going to limp here, see if there's any action. So, okay, so we actually finally hit a draw. Get me out of this. I had Twitch on the side. There's no one on. It's fun, though. So we do have a good hand. We have ace, queen of hearts on 2, 10, 10. There's a flush draw. You would have to hit runner, runner, low. There's only one low card. Remember, you need 3. So we min bet. We take down a fat pot. Honestly, we're back up to 4 and 82. We're okay. Maybe we're ranking. So we have another double suited hand. Double suited is the key to high low. It's more significant in high low than high. Because in high, you have to be more worried about, like, oh, do they have the ace high flush? Do they have a king high flush? In high low, it's like, fuck, I'm gonna get a 4-6 low with a random flush. It's how you win more in high low. We just have a pair of 4s. I would maybe even bet that in Omaha, but not in high low. A lot of fucking action, a lot of cards. Oh, this is a fucking bad hand. This is a fucking trash hand. So, Pre-flop, is this a really good hand? It's an immaculate hand. We have ace 2, 9, jack, double suited. Okay, we have an ace 2 for the low draw and an ace 9, jack for our high cards. Is this flop good? This is one of the best possible flops I could ever get. Why? You don't have anything. Omaha is a drawing game. Omaha high-low is even more of a drawing game. So what do we have? Let's break it down. What's our high? What's our low? We'll go high first because it's a little bit easier to comprehend. What can we hit for a high? We have a jack high flush draw. Draw. There, we have 4 hearts right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we hit a 5th heart, we have the jack high flush, which can only be beat by a queen high flush and an ace high flush. This player is in the small blind. That means that they didn't have a choice to enter. Well, they had a little bit of a choice to enter the pot. Their hand range, because everything's uncertain in poker, so you have to put ranges on things. Oh, I don't know that you have ace 4, queen 10, but there's, you're around there. There's a range of hands. This player's range right now is not good. They also, let's just make sure. I think they check here too. Come on, buddy. You fucking donk. Okay, so they check. So this player's range is bad. This player is a green labeled player. What does that mean? A green labeled player means they are a fucking idiot calling station. Everyone's an idiot, but they're different types of idiots. They call. That means they will play very bad hands, and they will call with these very bad hands, even though they're very bad. So this player's range in the garbage. That means my jack high flush is always good here. Number 2, I have a straight draw. What straight draw? I have ace 2, 3, 4. If I hit a 5, I have a good straight. Probably also the nuts, the best possible hand. So for my high, I have a flush draw and a straight draw. What about your low draw, Gibson? We have the nut low draw. What does that mean? Ace 2, 3, 4. As of right now, I have the lowest possible 4 cards. That means if a 5, a 6, a 7, or an 8 come, I have the nut low. So you combined all that together, a flush draw, a straight draw, and the nut low draw. I have one of the best possible hands you could have right now. What would be better? Ace 2, king, king, because I would have a set of kings versus a flush draw. Ace 2, 5, 6 would be better because I would have a wrap. I would have any single fucking card would give me a straight if I had ace 2, 5, 6. But this is really good. We pot it towards the fish, insta-max, and we get called by a really bad player. Again, that's a good thing. I don't want them to fold. This is a fantastic spot for us. We hit a jack, which is weird because they just called. So even if I have 720 chips here and not 80, I'm still potting because my jack, the fact they just called and didn't re-raise us, our jack might be the best hand. So we get it all in. They just have a king. They just have a bear king, not a heart in their hand, and a 2-6 low draw. So on the flop, we were pretty far ahead. I would say we're probably over 60%. We can actually fucking check. What do I have pulled up right now? Oh, my fucking YouTube. Let's pull up our Omaha calculator. Okay, this is the toll to fucking climb in Omaha. So look at this little button right here. Click the 8 or better. That's another way they call it. So we don't have the ace. We have the jack 2 of hearts with ace 9 of clubs. We are against, what did they have? King 6 of clubs with 2-9 offsuit. So King 6 of clubs with 2-9 offsuit. Doesn't matter if the suits are correct. It's just offsuit. The flop was King 4-3. I'm only 53% there. Or 57%. That's still a big deal. Again, in Omaha high-low, the percentages are closer because there's highs and lows. This is still a significant advantage. You can see I'm scooping. I'm winning the entire pot almost 35% of the time. They're winning the entire pot less than 20%. And then what they do is they try to do like an aggregate of like, okay, if we combine the high chances, if we combine the low chances, we talk about the scoop a little bit. They give you just a basic who has what percentage. 57, 43. That's a huge edge in Omaha, high-low. Fantastic spot to get it in. And yeah, we just got unlucky. It's okay. Oh, wait, it didn't end yet. Spoiler alert, we get unlucky. We lose our first $5 buy-in. Obviously, we'd like to re-enter. Yeah, not too bad of a spot. You can see how fucking quickly I did it. A little bit tilted. And we checked the last hand. We just staring at it like, did that really just happen? Yeah. Yeah, it happened, you fucking dipshit. All right, let's hurry up. Let's try to do maybe 25. What is that? One more? Fuck. Okay. Let's try. Puppy? How's it going, puppy? Let's try to skim through some of this. Okay, another good start. This is a weird hand. This is a weird one. I remember this, I think. So what do we have here? High-wise, good. Ace, Jack, Queen. Pretty fucking solid. High, like Omaha-wise, we're talking solid. Low-wise, also good. Ace 4 for our low. The only better lows would be Ace 2, Ace 3, and 2-3 is susceptible. It is a better low than Ace 4, but it's dangerous because you don't know if someone has Ace 2 or Ace 3 to counter your 2-3. So Ace 4, super solid low. Ace, Jack, Queen, good high. Let's see what happens here. Obviously, we just limp. We get in a 4-way pot. We got the same table, I think. Yeah, fucking idiot number 1, fucking idiot number 2. And do we have anything good here? Kind of. We have the ace blocker for the clubs, so it lessens the chance of someone having a flush draw. We have a Jack Queen. So remember, you always have to remember. You kind of have to separate things. I have a pair of jacks, but I also have 9-10 Jack Queen. So I have a kind of a good straight draw, and I folded literally so quickly. I have a good straight draw. I have a pair. When someone pots this, they just have king queen. Always. They just have king queen. There's no point in me drawing to a made hand. And a weird card on the turn of 10. They just go all in. They probably are assuming. They probably have notes on this player too. They know they're calling with nothing. Because if this was a little bit deeper, if this was for a little bit more money, you should be worried that they had a set like 9-9, 10-10, or Jack-Jack, and that you're behind now with king queen. But this player probably read that they're a bad player calling with much less than a set and just jams there just in case they had 2 clubs and they were drawing to a flush. Any other fantastic hands? Another decent hand we limp with. We have 2, 4, 5 for a low draw. Low cards are good. And then we have a flush draw also. If some spades come, we'll see if we hit anything here. Oh, this is a weird one. Okay, so what do we have? Fuck, I gotta get water real quick. Go ahead and fucking lick a biscuit real quick. Again, I don't want to edit. I don't want to end the video because there's a perpetual reason, but I'll be back. Oh! Alright, so what is going on in this hand? Again, this is going to be a very introductory video. Future videos, I will not be as generous. Actually, future videos, I'll probably just skip to later on in the tournament when it's more exciting. No spoiler alert. Maybe I don't make it later on in the tournament. Maybe we do. So, what do we have? First of all, we're 6-way. I'm just such a fish. I'm honestly such a fish. I should just... How the fuck am I in this hand? I shouldn't be in this hand. 6-way, which means anyone can have anything. The more players that are in the hand, the better the chance of stronger hands. So, what do we have? We have a diamond blocker. So pretty much I'm telling my brain that there's a lesser chance of someone having a flush. I have 2, 4, ace, 5. So 4 unique low cards. The only better 4 unique low cards would be 2, 3. So right now I have a pair of 5s, diamond blocker, 2, 4 for the second nut low draw. So most logical humans would check. I'm going to min bet. I'm going to see if I can maybe get one of these people to fold, 2 of these people to fold. And I can get heads up, and then I can cheese them. What do you mean cheese them? If someone's sitting here with ace queen, and I can hit it, so again, if I had to say the 2 most important things in poker, hand ranges. So what can I put my opponent on, and what hand ranges am I playing? And number 2, fold equity. Fold equity. What is my ability to make this player fold? It is close to being number 1. I would say hand ranges is more important. Like being able to identify J-Dog's hand range, being able to identify Larry Stone's hand range. But again, I would say just below it is fold equity. Do I have the ability to make my opponent fold? Not as much in Omaha. I don't really try to make people fold too much in Omaha. High-low, it's all about fold equity. The reason there's such a difference, Omaha is one-dimensional. You just have a high hand. High-low splits into 2 dimensions. There's a low and a high. So if I think I have a better low than Larry, like say an 8 hits the turn, right? Yeah, actually, can we just check real quick? Come on. And there we go. Well, that was a fucking awful card. Can we pretend that this 4 is an 8? So, let's do this. This 4 is magically... you know what I could do? I could do this. I could print screen this. And we could go to paint. Open up a new paint. Open up a new fucking paint. And there we go. Okay. So we are going to say no. This is an 8. Okay, motherfucker. That's a big ass motherfucking 8 right there. Perfect. Okay. So we got an 8. So what's going on here? Let's also say that you are gone and you are gone. So we're heads up, right? Me versus idiot. And remember, this person just called flop. That's all they did. All they did. Get this fucking shit. Okay. So remember, all they did was called the flop. What does calling the flop mean? It means they're weak. It means they're fucking weak, buddy. They're fucking weak. They called the flop. They're weak. What do we have on the turn? We have the second nut low. The second nut low. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have the second nut low. We have... Well, it's not showing it here because I changed it. I manipulated it. We have ace, 2, 4, 5, 8. So, what I would do in this situation is I would enact the policy of fold equity. If I think that they have a high hand that is weak because they called the flop, I am going to enact fold equity. I would pot, or I would even make it look more fishy, and I would bet like 2/3 pot. Like I have like a flush or something like that. Because not necessarily, potting isn't always the best choice because it's just like, oh, are you really potting the nuts? Like, because a lot of people, when they do pot, they have the best possible hand. So sometimes you have to do 2/3, 3/4 pot. I would try to make them fold. And the reason in high-low it works way better is because even if I fuck up and they do call, I still have the second nut low. It's very unlikely that they beat my low. So I'm trying to make them fold their high. Does that make sense? This is the doctrine of high-low. Is can I make people fold by kind of bluffing them, but also having a backup low just in case. Okay? Is that a good fucking lesson? I am a tutor, by the way. Fucking easy peasy shit. And I'm saving this for later because that's fun to have 90 chips. All right. Back to it. Again, we're going to try to go a little bit fucking... Dude, this could be such a long-ass video. But again, put me on in the background. I'll intellectually stimulate your brain. And, I don't know, fucking tell your fucking cat, get your cat some... Okay. So, what happened here in the real world is we get counterfeited. What does that mean? Do we have a low? No, we don't have a low. All we have is a 2. Our 4 is counterfeited. It's taken. Our 5 is taken. All we have is ace, 2, 4, 5. That's still only 4 cards. We need 5. And to top it off, Larry Stone's all in. Bitch joy. Bitch joy. Come on, bitch joy. Bitch joy, all in. J bitch, all in. They're all in. Let's just look at the hands real quick. What does everyone have? Let's look at Larry Stone. What is Larry Stone's high? They have a flush. Ace, queen, 5, 2, 6. They have a 6 high flush. Why did they not win any chips? What is Joy's high? Joy has a straight. Joy has ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have a straight. The flush beats the straight, so Joy does not take down the high. Well, who the fuck won the high? Ding, 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 J-Dog. 3, 7 of diamonds. Just barely edges out Larry Stone. Takes down the flush for the high. So half the pot goes to J-Dog for the high. Who has the low? Well, what's the best low here? Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Larry Stone so close to having the best low. They have 2, 6. The only thing that wins is 2, 3. Joy didn't get a piece of the high pot, but they got 20. We'll fucking draw it out. You know what? Let's fucking draw this shit out. I fucking like this. This is fun. Let's draw this bitch ass out. So let's try to make this pay fucking attention. So we have the whole pot. We have the whole fucking pot. Okay, so this is, imagine this up here. Get this. Who the fuck is this? Get these motherfuckers out of here. Okay, we have the whole pot. Right here. This right here. This is the whole pot. Okay, all the chips in the middle. Let's make that like a Hundy rock. We'll get rid of those two. Try to bring a little bit left. Okay, that's the whole pot right there. All right. Remember that half of it goes to the low. So we'll bring it down a little bit. Come on, motherfucker. Half goes to the low. And then we'll say that this part over here goes to the high. Okay. High. So, remember, a high is, there's always going to be a high. There's always going to be a high. There is a chance that the whole pot is high. There's a chance. There has to be 3 unique low cards in the middle, and then it gets chopped up like this. Okay, so J-Dog wins all of this right here. All of this right here. Fuck it. Just let me fucking draw some shit, okay? All this, all the high goes to J-Dog. So that is 50% of the pot, okay? They didn't win any high. They didn't win any high. There's still the low part of the pot. That's still 50% of the pot. So we have 2-3. 2-3. They chop that. That's called chopping. So they get 25% of the pot because it's a quarter. Do you see? That's 1/4. And they get another 25% of the pot because they get half the low. That's why they have 25% there and they have 75%. I know it's going to take some time, you dumbass motherfuckers. But you're learning, okay? This isn't just fucking just specific. Oh, I'm not going to play high-low tournaments. This is going to make you more intelligent. This is going to make you better at your life. You're probably going to get a promotion. You're probably going to do better in your relationships. This is going to make you better at everything, okay? So, that's what happened in this hand. Again, this is introductory. We're going to do this the whole video. We're going to try to fucking make you learn some shit. Get the fuck off my screen. I'm so excited. I just downloaded so many songs. But yes, we're back. Okay. That's what happened in that hand. Oh, thank you for getting the mailman away from me. Oh, gosh. Yes. Get away, mailman. We have a high hand here. Pretty good in Omaha. Not the best in high-low, but we have a pretty good flop. We have 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. That is called the wrap. Remember, you need 5 cards to a hand. We don't have a straight yet. There's only a Jack, Queen. We need another 8, 9, 10, Ace, or King. So we do... Fuck. We do put out a min bet here. We min bet the flop. A heart hits the turn. We do not have anything anymore. There's a very high chance that J-Dog... Did I really just call that? I'm tilted. There's no way in fuck that I should have just called that fucking turn. I'm absolutely fucking tilted. We limp with 3-6 King Jack offsuit. Awful limp. Gibson, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, this is my strat. This is our... So, not doing... I guess we're still doing our ROI, and the fucking $5 PLO is 300%. We did lose 2 buy-ins in the $20. We're still only down $16 in that tournament. That gets updated. It's pretty fucking fat. We limp here. This is just off. I don't even want to watch this. So what do we have right now in the hand? We have Ace 9 for the high. We have Ace 9 for the high. We have a pair of 9s. Our low draw is Ace 6. What beats us for the low draw? Ace 2, Ace 5, 2, 5. A lot of lows beat us, okay? We do not want to be in this situation. For some reason, I'm fucking tilted. I fucking jam to bets 5-way. Whoa, wait, what the fuck happened? Oh, okay, I think I missed it by like a second. Right now we have a pair of 9s. At this point, we have Ace 6 low, and we have a pair of 9s for our high. This player, for some reason, is checking down the nuts. They have Ace. They have 4-9 for 2 pair, and they have Ace 5 for the low. They flopped almost the absolute fucking nuts, and they just check down. We lose our second buy-in. Gibson, are you sure you want to do a third buy-in? We buy in for our third time. We are $15 invested in this fucking tournament. You can see us. I actually type in 154. You're not buying for 154. We're in for $15. We're limping 2, 7, 9, 10. Gibson, are you sure you're in the right state of mind? We forward another hand. Finally, we flop a hand. So what do we have here, motherfuckers? Let's check this out. We got 2, 4, 5 king. Double suited. We have 4 king of spades. We got 2, 5 of clubs. We got 3 low cards. What did we flop here? We flopped the nuts. What does that mean, Gibson? You don't have fucking anything. I don't see anything. We have the nut flush draw. Already one of the best things you can get in Omaha. The nut flush draw. If any spade, obviously except the queen, hits in the deck, we have the absolute undeniable nuts. The best possible hand. Well, what else do you have? We have 2, 4, 5 for our low draw. We have 2, 4, ace, 7. The second nut low draw. The only better low draw would be 2, 3. Remember, we do not have a low currently. There's only 2 low cards in the middle. We can only use 2 low cards. Well, why did you say 2, 4, 5? Why is it important that you have a 5? Because if a 2 or a 4 hit, remember, you need 5 unique. So if I ignore this 5 for a second, pretend that's not there. If I just have 2, 4 and a 2 hits in the middle, I still don't have a low. It's cool that I have a pair. Maybe that helps a little bit, but I still don't have a low. The reason the 2, 4, 5 helps is if a 2 hits, I have 4, 5. If a 4 hits, I have 2, 5. So we have a very, very, very powerful hand. This is one of the most profitable hands to get in high-low because what happens is people think in terms of Omaha. And say you have Poppy sitting there with ace-queen. They're like, wow, I have top 2 pair. Well, buddy, I'll show you what happens to your top 2 pair. I'll show you what happens to your top 2 pair. If we have 2, king, doesn't matter if the suits are wrong. As long as I get close. And they have, you know, ace-queen, 7, 10. And the flop is ace, 7, no, see, I don't want to give him a fucking triple pair. We'll give him that, and we'll say this one is a queen. Where's the queen? There we go. You can see, remember that last hand, the ace 2 jack 9, I only had a 57% chance of winning? This player, again, I'm just hypothetically, if they did have top 2 pair, in high-low, this player commits. People don't understand that low is a big factor, and they're so used to Omaha and Hold'em that they see top 2 pair, this is it, I'm all in, and look at me with fucking nothing, just air, just king 2, 4, 5. I have a 59%. That is monumental in high-low. I was telling you how big the 57% edge was. In high-low, 59% is like throw a fucking brick at your fucking floor made out of concrete. This is massive. That's why I'm trying to get a huge fucking value bet in here. I think we bet like 2/3 pot. We do a big fat ass fucking bet. PHAT fat. Let's see. 1/2. I want to do max. I'm like, is a half enough? Okay, we do the half pot. I'm okay with the half pot. Half pot's still a significant bet. We're actually trying to bait people in. Like, hey, it's only 200, buddy. Come on in, draft, you fucking bitch. And we do get a call. We do get a call. Is 4 a good card? What was the second most important thing we were talking about the other day? Like a minute ago? The second most important thing. The most important thing is hand ranges. What can I put my opponents on? Number 2, equity. Equity. Fold equity. Can I make my opponent fold? What is my low right now? My low is fantastic. Ace, 4, 7, 2, 5. We have the second best possible low. What beats us? 2, 3 for the low. Unlikely. It's always, it's like if you have pocket kings, it's unlikely that someone has pocket aces. There's just the one single hand that's better than yours. 2, 5, probably the best low. We still have a good high draw. What can we hit for a high? Well, dude, we have a pair of 4s. We can hit trips. We can hit a 3 for a straight. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can hit a spade for a flush. So this is where we enact fold equity. Our high is not, I guarantee you a 4 is not the best hand right now. But we say, buddy, I'm going to bet a big fucking fat bet. And I'm going to pressure you into folding, even though I only have a pair of 4s right now. Fold equity is the magic. It is what makes high-low go round the world. Can we make them fold with just a pair of 4s and probably the low locked up? The answer is always going to be yes. The fold equity is huge. It's massive. And even if they call, they put themselves in a very precarious situation where I could hit a spade. I could hit a 3. They don't know what I have. That's why it's so scary. That's why it's so uncertain. We hit double suited next. We'll see if we can flop anything here. What the fuck just happened? Oh, just a small jam. Checks around. And probably a fold, and we get heads up. And I think, dude, this is one of those tournaments where I'm just losing every single fucking hand. Okay, so we call. We're against aces. You can see we're 55% right now. And a 2 and an ace. And we lose another hand. But we're going to keep grinding, buddy. I'm telling you, we do not give up. This is like the first hand I fold in the fucking tournament. And I'm so fucking tilted. I'm just telling myself, like, I'm never folding hand, and I go, I won't fold this one. And we flop a fucking set. We flop a fucking trip, and I look at me immediately. I love how this was yesterday. I'm still just like, fuck. We would have won a pretty big pot here. 480. They probably have a king. We have a full house at this point. We would have won. We would have doubled up. We would have just free doubled up. But it's okay. We're keeping true to our fucking form. So we have another limp here. I limp in the small blind. We can hit a set of fours. And we flop absolutely fucking shit. Then we fold to another bet. We limp again in position. We have 4, 6. So what do we have right now? This is where the beauty of poker starts to come in. It's getting later in the tournament where blinds start to mean a lot. So we are always playing in position. What does in position mean, Gibson? I'm a fucking idiot. In position means that this is the button. These are the blinds. When we go post-flop, pre-flop is when it goes in a circle. Post-flop is the 3 cards hit in the middle. All these players have to act before me. Why is that important? If I get to see what you do, my brain gains information on your hand. Even if it's minuscule, I know more about what's going on. If this person leads out into me with 300 chips, I get to fold because they have a good hand. If they check, remember, check, weak hand. Do you remember the fucking graphic I had? Check means weak. If they check, we bet. What else do we have? We have a spade blocker. Less chance of them having a flush. We have a 4-6 low. Draw. Remember, ace, 3, 4, 6. There's not 5 low cards yet. I would say this is a pretty below average hand, but if they check, it gives us all the power. We might as well have the nuts. What beats us? A 2-4, a 2-5, a 2-6, and I think that's it. Yeah. So we have like the 4th or 5th best low. Draw. So Poppy checks and we say min bet. Remember our min bet strategy. We're small ball player. Min bet, min bet, min bet. We don't win off the massive team fights. We don't win off the massive pots. We actually lose most of them. We win off just consistently getting vision. We win off consistently roaming and just getting the little wins. We win off limping and consistently winning the small pots. It's analogous to our League of Legends play. It's analogous to just successful strategy. The tiny, 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 tiny gains along the way ending with the big, massive fucking win. And even if you lose, you're still in it because of all the little wins. We have a pot here. Awful play from both of them. Why didn't we play the hand? You could be asking yourself. We can do again a little bit more analysis, okay? Why did we not play this hand? Let's see. If both of these players check, my hand looks pretty good. Do we have a low? No. Remember, 3, 5, 7. My 5's counterfeited, so I only have an ace. So ace, 3, 5, 7. I have 4 low cards. It's okay. And I have a pretty big flush draw. I have a queen high flush draw. Jack, queen, 3, 7. I would say my hand is pretty okay. To checks, if you have to remember, if someone bets, it is just always a really good hand. Okay, Black Idiot, fucking Brutus checks, GGAF or GFAF pots or almost pots. So what that means is this player has a really strong hand. I have to fold because my hand is again just average. A weird role that someone once said is you have to have a better hand to call than to bet, and that makes a lot of sense. If I'm the one betting, I don't know what the fuck you have. You could have complete trash. I don't really need to have that much value. But if you're betting and it's up to me, I know that you at least have an average hand, so my hand has to be better. Okay. We get a jam from them. We'll see what both players have. They actually just had a set. They had a really good hand. They had 2 pair. They had 3, 5 for 2 pair. And then they had an ace, 4, 3, 5, 7 low. So a really powerful hand from them. They ended up scooping fucking draft over there. We're going to go ahead and skip through this. We had a shitty hand. We limped the double suited. We do have double suited hand here. We'll see if we can get anything. Nice little double suited action. We do flop the flush draw. The second nut flush draw. The king high flush draw. Only an ace flush beats us. We get a weird 240 bet from Theodon. King Theodon from Whiterun. Is that what it is? No, that's from Skyrim. King Theodon of Riverrun? The fuck is Theodon from? I know it's from Lord of the Rings. And we get a flat call from fucking Burrito over there. Another value bet. I'm just tilted. I just fold. I probably should call. I don't really know what the fuck that was. That has to be probably the dumbest fucking bet I've ever seen in my entire life. I feel like I just wanted to retire right there. But we're still in it. Remember, this is our third re-entry. There's no re-entry. If I lose this stack, I'm out of the fucking tournament until tomorrow. So this is that. There's a lot of fucking pressure on us. I am hungry as shit, so we'll probably try to hit maybe like 5 more minutes of this. Again, this is going to be the intro with 2 follow-up episodes. We get a pot here. So we did have 2 pair there, but again, we had top bottom pair or mid bottom pair. If someone's potting this flop like this fucking Theodon, King Theodon of Whiterun did, they just have ace king always. And again, I'm drawing almost dead. So we fold that. Okay. Here's another weird hand. Remember, this player was pretty tight. Tight means they usually just generally play strong hands. We check this flop. We have nothing. We have 2, 4, 4, 7. We turn probably a really good card. We have a flush draw, 2, 4, 6, ace of spades. We have a low draw, 2, 4, 6, ace. So any low card, any spade, and we pretty much have the nuts. We do min bet to try to protect ourselves, just so someone doesn't pot ace king here or something like that. So we min bet. We get a call from bitch over there. King Theodon's into, and we river absolutely nothing. I'm pretty fucking tilted. I guess I min bet because I have the 2-4 low. We'll see what King Theodon does. But yeah, right now, our pair of 7s is not good for the high. We just have the second nut low. And this fucking player had the nut low 2-3, which beats 2-4, and a pair of 7s with an 8 kicker that beats my pair of 7s with a 4 kicker. They just called, which is even more tilting. If they jam, I just call. I have to. I'm pot committed. And at this point, I have 585 fucking chips. And that's why I'm marking them as dumb tight better. Because they're dumb, but they're tight. They're playing very carefully. Bunch of stupid betting here. Okay, this is a decent pot. This just exemplifies our style. Like what we like to do, okay? So, a complete shit flop. Fun-looking hand. Not really in high-low. Fun-looking hand. Check is weak. We min bet to all checks. Okay, we min bet the little bitch. And we get a fucking fold. Get the fuck off our shit. We're back up to 765. Still very short stacked. Okay, we get another playable hand. We get ace 4 suited with a 7-9. Again, any 2 wheel cards is good. Any ace with a low card is good. We flop the nut flush draw. We're going to bet a little bit more. I think we'll probably bet half pot here instead of min because we actually do have value. We don't have 8-8-9. 8-8-9-9. Draft taking their fucking time. We get a nice half pot bet in here with the nut flush draw, and I think they're gonna lay it down. Get the fuck out of here, draft. That's my shit. Give me that. We're back up to 900 chips, baby. All right. Anything else fun going on? I don't see a little pot action there. Anything else? A min raise. Oh, we call all fucking min raises. Honestly, this is probably a pretty good spot. Yeah. So this is the intro. Again, this tournament's it's pretty fun. It's $200 first place. Again, since I'm recording, we do make the final table. Maybe some other interesting things happen. We'll see. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Again, this is probably a little bit different than the league. I did already play a league game. I already narrated it. I'm also gonna upload that. I have to wait till my other poker tournaments because if I upload and then try to play a league game while I'm uploading, it's laggy. So these will be coming out tonight. And I'll obviously finish the other 2 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah, it's a good tournament. Good luck out there. And make sure to keep fucking learning. Take some notes on this shit. Maybe start playing for free. Or just keep watching my videos. I'm going to be making a lot of fucking money off this. Next week, again, we're going to try to win hopefully 4K, maybe 10K. If I can take down a couple, it'd be fun. But yeah, GG, well played. And yeah, I'm going to go eat some food, and we'll be back later.